For the last few months, I've been creating YouTube videos using just my iPhone 16 Pro Max, which is a lightweight, travel-friendly setup that I can take literally anywhere. And since I'm often on the move and out of the studio, I don't have the luxury of hauling around all of the pro gear that I like to use. So I needed a way to downsize, simplify, and create an efficient workflow, because my focus right now is all about volume. Welcome back, my name's Seb, and if you've been watching our last videos, you probably noticed a bit of a difference in our video quality. And that's because I've been experimenting with this new iPhone setup, and the results honestly surprised me. When you think about creating YouTube videos, you probably think that you need an expensive camera to be taken seriously, but that's simply not true. In the last year, I've learned that it's not about resources, it's about resourcefulness, and sometimes the best camera is already in your pocket. So I set out to build the most streamlined, high-quality iPhone rig possible, one that cuts setup time, removes unnecessary gear, and lets me create content faster from anywhere. So I've used everything from DSLRs, mirrorless to cinema cameras. But although they're great for commercial productions, I kept hitting a bottleneck when it came to creating content consistently at a high volume. Overall, the setup is very bulky, but on the other hand, Apple has been stepping up with their Pro line of iPhones, and they're really amazing. The iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max now include ProRes, 10-bit 4K recording, you can shoot and log, and it has a USB-C port. And so the iPhone no longer looks like a phone, and it's starting to look more like a cinematic camera. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I built the setup so you can do it too. Starting off with this tripod. This is the Camolo MG05 Plus. This is a really amazing tripod. So it has a MagSafe on one side, so you can very easily stick it to your phone. On the other side, it has this cold shoe mount where you can put your microphone receiver, a light, any attachments that you'd like. It also turns into a tripod. These legs stick out and you can actually put your phone like this, which is pretty sweet. And one of the coolest things about it is that you can use it as a tripod phone mount. This bottom part is a tripod mount. It literally slips right into a tripod. And you can also use it as a handle. Very easily, you can flip this and you can shoot cinematic shots just like this. So it makes it a very versatile tripod. The other thing that you can do is very easily, you can rotate your phone for vertical and horizontal videos because of the MagSafe attachment. Next on the list is this Hagibis SSD enclosure. And this is a really amazing attachment that I highly recommend that you look into. I recently watched this video where this creator compared all of the external SSD options for the iPhones. And I chose his top pick. And the cool thing about this enclosure is that it's also MagSafe. So you can literally stick it to the back of your iPhone and it sticks right onto there. And it's got a really strong magnet. Like, it really sticks to the phone. But one of the most important things about choosing an external SSD enclosure is that it needs to have additional USB-C ports. So this one here has 3. It has the host, which connects to your iPhone, PD 100 watt charger, so you can plug in external power. And on the other side, it has a USB 2.0 where you can plug in your microphone or any other attachments. And another really important thing about iPhone SSD enclosures is their write speed and their size. Inside of this drive, I get a 223 M.2 SSD with write speeds that range around 1,000 megabytes a second, which is pretty fast. But most importantly, it's fast enough for me to record ProRes 422 files directly onto the SSD. When it comes to the drive that goes inside, I got the Crucial 2230 M.2 drive. It's sold by a company called Micron, and I'll link everything below, by the way. This is a 1 terabyte SSD that fits right into this enclosure. And there's a few things that I learned about the SSDs. So previously I bought this other one by Western Digital. It was a Western Digital blue 1 terabyte drive. And every time that I recorded from the Blackmagic camera app directly into the SSD, it would crash. And it was just drawing too much power. And when it draws too much power, it just shuts down the hard drive altogether. So that was the first bottleneck that I encountered when doing this build. And the good thing about this drive is that it only pulls 3.3 volts while it's operating. That means that you can record really long podcasts or YouTube videos directly from your phone onto this SSD. Now, the next important piece from this build is going to be a microphone. I got 2 options here, the Hollyland Lark M2, which has been for the longest time my go-to microphone for content creation. It's small, light, and affordable. But most recently, we bought the DJI Mic 2, and this has been my new favorite microphone. I'm using it right now. It's super cool. It allows you to record internally straight into the mic. I made a whole review on it. It's really fun. I'll link it up here if you want to watch it. And one of the awesome things about these microphones is that they come with a USB-C receiver that you can plug straight into the USB 2.0 in this enclosure. And so when you put it on your phone and you plug it in with the cable, you have yourself very professional audio that goes straight into your phone. And it's very compact, as you can see. One thing to keep in mind is that if you're gonna be recording for an extended period of time, you're gonna probably want to plug your phone into external power. And that's one of the things I love about this Hagibis SSD enclosure. It has a 100-watt charging input. So you can charge your phone directly from this by simply plugging it into the wall. But if you're on the go, if you're shooting while traveling or something like that, getting an external power bank is going to be essential to this build. All right, next on the list is the phone case. I have this ESR Halo Lock magnetic case. The cool thing about this though is that the MagSafe is really strong. So you can connect your phone directly to it and it works really, really well. I am looking for other cases, specifically a case that'll fit this next attachment, which is the lens attachment for the iPhone. But if I was to remove the case, this filter attachment goes right on top, just like this. It's also MagSafe, so I can put the tripod straight on there, or I can put the external SSD onto it like this and connect the tripod like that. So if you're someone that's into filmmaking or really cinematic footage like I am, you may want to get one of these. It's really nice because you can put something like a mist filter. I have it on the lens right now actually, and you can kind of see it just creates a glow around the highlights. So you can attach that to the phone. You can also use this ND filter. I have a variable ND. Basically, when you spin it, it darkens the footage. It allows less light to hit the phone, which allows you to shoot at lower shutter speeds, which I can make a whole other video about that. But if you're someone that's just looking for a very simple setup, you don't even need this filter attachment. This really is if you want to step things up to a whole other level and invest a little bit more into filters and a more cinematic look. So once you're done shooting your videos, all you got to do is unplug the SSD, and that's what makes this setup amazing. If you're going to be shooting in 4K on your phone, airdropping that to your computer is going to take quite a bit. But now essentially you'll have an SSD that you can plug into your computer, do your editing from, transfer your files, back up your files, and it's a terabyte. You can even get 2 terabytes. Now I'm gonna get real with you. This setup isn't for everyone, but it is a game changer for the right person. This setup is perfect for YouTubers, creators, and entrepreneurs that create content to build their personal brand or for their business. This is perfect for somebody that doesn't want to haul around a big camera and is not shooting commercial projects, but rather wants to maximize the use of their phone that you probably spent a lot of money on anyways. I wouldn't say it's a replacement for high-end cinema work by any means. I still shoot all my clients with a mirrorless camera, but with the setup, I can honestly get away with also shooting with my phone. The truth is, most people can't even tell the difference anymore. So if you've been thinking that creating content with your phone isn't good enough, I hope that this video shifted that perspective, because the truth is that your phone is more capable than what you think. And with the right equipment and the right settings, you can get really high quality and professional video out of your phone. And if you want to pick up any of the gear, I'll link it all below in the description. At the end of the day, we're creating videos. This should be fun. This is fun, and the gear and all the equipment that we use to create the content, it could either be a bottleneck or it could be the tools that allow you to create better content faster. It's also about how you light your videos. So I created a full lighting video tutorial. I'll link it up here. Go watch that because it's going to completely transform how your videos look. And all of this gear is useless if you don't know how to light your videos. We'll be sharing content every single week to help you create better content, to build your brand and grow your business. So make sure to subscribe. My name is Seb. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.